Okay, so here's something you might not know. Every single payday, a timer starts, and you have just 15 seconds before your brain starts spending your money for you. Today, we're going to look at a super simple system to win that race every single time. We're talking about the 15-second payday protocol.
So it really all comes down to this one simple, and let's be honest, kind of terrifying idea. The second that money lands in your account, a clock starts ticking. And your brain, whether you realize it or not, it's already made a shopping list, it's probably booked a vacation, and it has definitely ordered a fancy dinner. You know the one thing it's not thinking about? Yeah, your savings account.
So let's really get into that. What is actually happening in that critical little window of time? What's going on inside our brains in those first few seconds after a paycheck hits? Because look, understanding that's the key to fixing the whole thing.
No, seriously. Think about it for a second. That notification from your bank pops up. What is your very first thought? Is it, oh, fantastic, I should put more into my retirement fund? Or is it about that pair of shoes you've been staring at all week? Yeah, for most of us, it's just an instant mental spending spree.
And what's so important to understand here is that this is not some kind of personal failing. This isn't about you lacking self-control. It's just, it's brain chemistry. That rush of new money, it triggers a reward response. And our brain's first instinct is to chase that good feeling by, you guessed it, spending.
And this really frames the battle perfectly, doesn't it? We always think the answer is just to have more willpower, to just fight that urge to spend. But here's the deal with willpower. It's like a muscle. It gets tired, it fails, and honestly, relying on it all the time is just plain stressful. A system, though, a system never gets tired. It just works automatically. It's the huge difference between hoping you'll do the right thing and making sure you do. Which, of course, brings us to the solution, the hero of our story, if you want to call it that. Let's really dig into the protocol itself, the system that's designed to win that 15-second battle for you every single time. Okay, and here is the most crucial part. This is not about complicated spreadsheets or stressful line-by-line budgeting. Just think of it like a preemptive strike. It's a system that moves your money exactly where it needs to go, automatically, faster than your impulse to spend it can even wake up and have its morning coffee. And that's the whole philosophy at the heart of this. The goal is to just stop trying to be stronger than your impulses. Instead, you just build a system where you don't have to be. By taking all the decision-making out of that high-pressure moment, you completely free yourself from all that stress and, the potential for messing up. Okay, so how does this system actually work? Well, it's all powered by a surprisingly simple set of numbers. We call it the 15-65-20 rule. And hey, don't let the numbers scare you off. I promise, this is the exact opposite of complicated financial planning. It's a dead simple, totally logical framework that just tells your money exactly where to go. No guesswork involved and absolutely zero stress. So here's how it all breaks down. Your paycheck gets split into just 3 buckets. That's it. You've got a slice for your future, a big slice for your present living expenses, and this part is absolutely crucial, a slice that is just for fun. So let's look a little closer at these slices. That first 15%, that immediately goes to future you. We're talking investments, long-term savings, all that good stuff. Then 65%, that handles the here and now. Bills, rent, groceries, all the essentials. And that last 20%, that is your guilt-free spending money. It is not what's left over at the end of the month. Nope, it's an intentional part of the plan, so you can actually enjoy your life. All right, now we get to the most important part. Having a rule is great, but making it happen automatically, that is where the real power is. This is how you actually put the protocol into action. The absolute beauty of this whole system is that you only have to do the work once. Yeah, just once. You set it all up, and then it just runs in the background for every single paycheck that comes after. It's completely effortless financial discipline. So how do you actually do this? It's just 3 simple steps, really. Step 1, you set up separate designated accounts for your 3 buckets, future, living, and fun. Step 2, you schedule automatic transfers to happen on payday, sending the right percentage to each of those accounts. And step 3, and this is my favorite part, you do nothing. That's it. You've done the work. Now you just let the system run on its own. So what's the big payoff for setting up this simple 15-second routine? Well, it's about way more than just a balanced budget.
It's about joining a pretty small group of people who are truly, genuinely in control of their finances. I mean, the source material for this whole idea makes a pretty bold claim. It says that by putting a simple, automated routine like this one in place, you put yourself ahead of 90% of people. 90%. Just by taking a few minutes to set up a system, you can completely change your entire financial trajectory. And honestly, that is the real prize here. You get to stop worrying if you're saving enough. You get to stop feeling guilty when you spend money on fun stuff. You just eliminate that constant low-level stress that's always buzzing around when it comes to money, because you know you have a system that's taking care of you.
All right, so let's wrap this all up. What are the big things to remember? First, your brain is just wired to spend. That's a fact. Second, a simple system will beat willpower every single time. The 15-65-20 rule, that's our new game plan. And finally, automation, that is the superpower that makes it all happen without you even having to think about it.
And I'll just leave you with this final question to think about. Just imagine the mental energy, the time, the sheer clarity you would gain if you knew without a single doubt that your financial goals were being worked on automatically every single payday. What could you do with all that freedom?